garden update. Hopefully you can see this. I don't know. I don't remember what those are, but they're coming along. We got our little green pepper growing here. Right? See that? And some tomatoes way back yonder. Hopefully you can see. This one got hit by some sort of bug. We don't know if it's going to make it. There's still bugs on it. What the heck? Still bugs on it. It must have had something. We bought it from the, what do you call it? I got to get the undersides to these because they get underneath the leaves, you know. All right, spray that good. So, yeah, that's a cucumber, and it's being horribly attacked. I don't know what this is. It came off the thingy, but isn't it pretty? Oh, is this my Swiss chard? Oh, I do hope so. I love Swiss chard. You cut up some garlic and put some olive oil in a pan, and you slice up your Swiss chard and you saute it. Awesome. And this is, what did she say this was? It's something. I don't know what the heck it is. I don't know. What did she say? I can't remember. Of course, that's basil. What did she say this was? She says, oh, Mom, did you see our... Yeah. Okay. And that's something. Oh, dear Jesus. Flowers. I know those are flowers. That's that black squash. Oh, she's coming along nicely. Parsley's looking good. That's our sage. We're going to use that at Thanksgiving. Cilantro, and I think that's dill back there. I always like dill. My strawberry plant, she put it in a much bigger thing. And did you know that if you like put a leaf down like this and cover it with dirt, it will sprout a new plant? So I'm going to do that and see how that works. I don't know what that is, or any of these. And this might be a mixture of melons and, what was the other thing we were trying to grow? Melons and cucumbers are down in here. And since they're kind of like in the same family, I think, yeah. So I was going to sit in this chair here and do my talk, but unfortunately for me, it rained. This is my romaine, and they say if you just pick around the edges of the leaves, right, they'll keep growing. So you just take like the leaves you want off. Yummy. I like lettuce. Don't ask me why. I like crispy lettuce though, don't you? Whatever. So I need to adjust my legs, and now I'm gonna not my legs, like my this, you know, thingy. I'm gonna shut you off while this is terrible. I'm just not in the mood to do a video, but Esther, I'm doing this for you. Yep. Doesn't this look cozy? So, here we are. I'll be right back. I've got to say something to the kids about this. A big gallon wine bottle. My son Dennis loves sangria. Carlo Rossi. It's pretty good stuff, you know. We're going to have it Thanksgiving and put fruit in it. But that's beside the point. So all the recyclables go out here, right? And I don't know if you can see this. Somehow a wine bottle rolled under Dennis Jr.'s car. Do you see? I don't know if you could see that because, you know, when I'm turning it, yeah, who cares? Yeah, stuff. So Dennis's car has issues, and we've been using that a lot. And Mike and Maggie's radiator went, and they just keep... Being poor sucks, and the Powerball numbers won't come up, so I don't know yet if we won. If we did, I want you widows to know I am going to make the most beautiful widows retirement community that ever was. Brand new little tiny houses, and a, you know, groundskeeper, and a little bus that takes us all to the grocery store a couple times a week. And we have a main community room, and we'd all share a meal once a week, unless, people want to do it more often. And that's my dream. Crazy, right? I've been trying to, it's so complicated. LLCs, nonprofits, it's complicated. I'm going to figure it out, though. Looking for grants, I'm not seeing much except for like housing grants, to build something, to already have something in I'm going to try. I don't know how, but right now I'm a little down and out again. As I told you, I was going to, big surprise, big reveal. Yeah, it ain't happening. Not yet anyway. Sometimes, if I don't listen to my intuition, I hate myself for not listening to my intuition. It knows. It speaks to me. I see it in my mind, and I don't do it. And the worst possible crap happens when I don't. When I don't listen to my gut and move with it. I'm so angry at myself. I'm just having a real hard time getting over the anger to myself. I cried the other night. Cried on Mikey's shoulder. Oh, Mom, he says it's going to be all right. And I'm like, I don't know. I keep speaking to God and speaking to, whatever out there. Positive images. That my good comes to me regardless of whatever. Well, so far I haven't died or anything, so I guess that's my good, but I have a roof over my head, but my bed is just so horrible. And I don't know what to buy because there are things in my world that I'm not talking about yet, and they could affect my decision as to, how I'm going to do my bed. So it could vary. It could change so much to the extent that I might be sorry for what I buy, so I'm not buying anything because I'm so sick of being sorry. I swore to God, I swore to the universe, I said, please get me out of this one. Please restore to me what's rightfully mine, and I will never dismiss my intuition ever again. Never. So, that's that's my sworn promise to myself. So I'm on a diet, day 4. Diet, food plan. Let's face it, if you go off, you're going to blow up like a stuck pig. So what do? I'm going to stick to it. I've got to get this weight off. I've got to get this hip working. I don't want to go for the operation. It's not a big one. I talked to a woman, as a matter of fact, in Lowe's Garden, and she had a hip replacement, and I told her they just want to scrape mine out, and she said, that's going to be so easy. She said, I felt no pain. I'm like, you probably have really good insurance. I don't. So I'm waiting, I'm waiting for next year when my Medicare kicks in. I got to tell you, it's really hard to wait in this much pain. I'm no longer taking the meloxicam. I'm not taking the Flexeril. I'm just suffering. Just suffering and dieting. So it's like meat and more meat. Oh. Hey, I got some shrimp in the I've got some shrimp in the freezer. So I bought enough animal protein for a week. It's going to go beyond that because I start eating it and I'm like, so I just eat a little bit of meat and I put it back. Then I might it's not exactly keto because I'm still eating fruit, and my cravings are gone. I don't, I'm not I have to have cake now. I'm not there anymore, so that's a good thing. It's a good thing. So what I do is usually I just sip on black coffee until 11, though today I've cheated because today was voting day and I went and I voted. Victory is mine. You know, I gotta tell you something. I have zero confidence at this point in everybody. I told you before I'm an anarchist, and I think the best thing that could ever happen to us is for Washington, D.C. to implode upon itself. Just like a big gigantic sinkhole like we see here in Florida sometimes. Just the whole thing goes down. Start over. With no government. Local government. How else do you know what's really being done with your children, your lives, your money, your roads, your infrastructure, your electricity, your grids, whatever? You don't know unless you've got local government. I believe in local government. Just like Roe versus Wade went back to the states, everything needs to go back to the states. Let's work it out for ourselves. How about a little conglomerate of states, you know, like-minded states get together? Let's make a new constitution. Let's make a new set of rules. Let's start over because this ain't working. Let's default on the national debt. Who gives a shit about Moody's ratings? And let's start over, you know? It's a global world. Well, it shouldn't be, and you know why? Because we're losing our supplies. We don't have any supplies. Bozo the clown in the White House, he sold off our reserves for gas and oil, and I don't know what all else. He sold our reserves off, our oil, that's for like war and such. And with the whole world losing its mind right now, we got Brazil going insane, and Haiti, civil war in Haiti. Of course, the Ukraine is, the North Korea threatening us. We sent off these missiles to let the U.S. know what we're capable of doing to them. Go out and vote, won't you? Get up off your chair right now and get out there and go vote. Hopefully you're registered. And if you're not, shame on you. Register. I know. It's not helping. It hasn't helped in eons. Voting. But if it comes between which demon is worse, you gotta pick the right demon. Well, that doesn't sound right either. I'm waiting for the day when people will stand up and say, we've had enough. Y'all go home. We're not supporting you anymore. IRS, go home. Congress, go home. President and vice president, go home now. Just go home. Legislators, lobbyists, mayors, governors, state reps, send everybody home, and then let's all get together in our little tiny communities, unless you're in a gigantic busy city. In that case, you could have little boroughs, individual little areas where the people get together, they know the people. And maybe we should just have committees to make decisions. You vote on people care about the community, have had children and grandchildren in the community that have owned homes and businesses, and they understand what's needed. Maybe we should just have jural societies. We need serious change. I mean, not with these clown cars coming through and, vote for me, I'm gonna this, and vote for me, I'm gonna that. And there's no control over these people. Once they're in and the establishment gets a hold of them, you could kiss it goodbye. Okay, I'm done with politics. Please go out and vote. Vote your conscience. Vote but think about it. Won't you think about it? And I hate when people will only look at one side, their side, and won't say, okay, I want to hear what they're talking about. I want to get the full picture so I can make an educated decision. People don't do that anymore. So-and-so said it, so I'm going to believe that. And you say, but did you realize that this, and that happened? I'll have to research that. And they never do. This is your country, you crazy people. This is the future. We don't want civil war. Nope. We see what it does, Brazil and Venezuela, and my God, do you know how the unrest? Don't talk about that. Everybody wants happy. Happy, happy, happy. I don't feel too happy. I feel unnerved. Yeah. Okay, so that's my political stance. I'm unnerved. Okay, what's next? So you saw my garden. Well, it's not my garden. Maggie's doing all the work. Bless her heart. I did some of the work, but Maggie and Finn are taking care of it. That little tiny green pepper is the cutest little thing. Look. See it? Can you see that, I hope? Oh, I hope you can see it. I don't know if you can because I can't see through the camera. I'll find out later. All right, what else can I talk about? Multi-generational living sucks. Yes, it sucks. I hate it. I hate it. That's all I can say about that. Love my children. Hate living with them. But I knew that, So, what's plan number 2? Well, I filled out this application for this apartment complex I don't want to live in. And I guess what I'm going to do is turn it in, and if I get called in a year, what I really want to do is get a vehicle I could live in and drive away. I want to drive away. But here I am. Thanksgiving's coming, so we're making, Thanksgiving prep. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to get a turkey, obviously. And Maggie's always in too big of a hurry. I wish she'd slow down and back up a little, but I get her point. She says, what if the price of turkey goes through the roof before that? I'm like, well, I have a feeling we're going to see some sales because things are so tight financially, and people are going to need a sale. Yeah. That guy's walking for his health. Bless his heart. I wish I could. Oh, to have legs that work like that. So, how many minutes have I been rattling on? I can't see here. 18. Well, that's probably good enough. I made this one mostly for Esther because she misses me. Mwah. I miss you too. I'm sorry for what we're all going through here. Believe me, it's a daily struggle for me. My heart won't unbreak. So, yeah. So it's just kind of like getting through each day and trying to find joy, peace, and a reason to want to wake up the next day. I try to remember, you get your kids, you get your grandson, you get this, you get that, I know, but I shouldn't, but anyway. There's something missing. And it's solitude and peace of mind and my own world, the world that I need to make me comfortable and happy. I don't have that now. You shouldn't have sold your place. Yes, I should have. $525 for rent. For rent alone, okay? That includes nothing else. No water, no sewer, no mowing, no electric. $525 plus the pull-through fee, which is like another $10 a month or more. That keeps going up, But, sometimes I wish I hadn't sold my car. That, I think, has bothered me. But I didn't think it would be this hard to find my dream travel vehicle. I didn't know, And I didn't know it would be this hard to wait. Yeah. But that wine bottle under my son's car is highly disturbing. I need to put a note on the door so nobody tries to drive that car away, because everybody tries to use that car because Michael and Maggie's car keeps running out of fluid. You know, it's like leaking through the radiator. They have the new radiator. They just got to find an affordable mechanic, which is really hard to find, you know, and a good one. That's another problem. Family mechanic did a no-no, and he's no longer a family mechanic. So, yeah. I'll tell you all about it someday, but not today. Well, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm pretty much done blabbing. Just wanted to give you something to listen to. I don't know what else to say. Sorry about my political angst, but I'm very concerned about the direction that we're going in, the division, and the cruel and horrible things coming out of Washington, D.C. about half the nation. You know, it's just not right. It's not right to try to divide a nation because you don't like someone else's politics. Everybody needs to grow up now. Let's become men and women and grow up and realize that we can't all agree. No. And that's why I still feel regions would be a far better way to go politically than what we have now. I just don't feel, I feel we're just so divided as an entire nation. I don't see any, I don't see the repair. It's just too much fanaticism, too much, like, so zealots. Zealots are dangerous people. Yeah. Okay. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Loving you all. Love you, Esther. This one's for you. Bye.